sink in the sink place.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm excited. This is gonna be fun.
So you can wash your chicken?
Yes. Also, it's no.
Dang.
I was cooking chicken.
Did you wash it?
No. But I was like, damn, Brandon would be watching this right now.
Yes.
How does this audio sound? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can?
There's no sticks in the champagne.
I put it a little closer though.
Okay.
Hello. Can you hear me? Absolutely.
Rainwater, let me tell it. I have a hard time saying your name, your full name, really fast. Try to say Brandon
Have you ever thought about
Rainwater.
going to like a stage name?
I did, but my name's
Like Clark? Clark? I think Clark would sound like Clark.
Welcome to the Black Magic Show.
I don't think you want to get Clark. They wouldn't understand it. You'd have to explain it every time.
If you ever
you probably
become
don't
like a
even
DJ,
Oh, if I could be a DJ.
you could be Black Magic on a radio show.
Yeah.
Black Lightning, but
And but the slow
I'm not
jams.
the Black Lightning from the
Slow jams.
I was Black Lightning.
There's a
before the
stool.
show.
I was waiting on you to pull that still up. I knew you'd get tired somewhere in here. Somewhere in the time. These lights are pretty bright. Those little ones are bright. Were those blinding you at all? Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Cool. The magician said for that day.
Didn't hear a word.
I have somebody open
How much does he cost?
like $250.
Dang, dude. That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I said. We get him a little hotel.
Can I do? I can do magic.
Can you do magic for
I
real?
can do magic. Do you have
For real?
cards with you? I have cards. I can show you.
You can
magic
really
trick.
do magic for real?
I can do magic for real.
Okay, because if you can do magic, if you can like,
I can go get. I can get a deck of cards like that. I'll show you. A
if
trick.
you can do magic, what I'm thinking about doing is maybe I'll talk to him, see, maybe let you do something before he comes out.
Oh
and then,
no,
like,
I was
another-
actually. I mean, I could do magic, but I would not do that. It's not as good as his magic.
Is it terrible?
You want to see a trick?
You can,
They're in my bag right there.
go ahead. Let's see it. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be funny. I was just thinking about that.
Oh, amazing!
Dang it! And I usually keep cards because I'm black.
See, I did, but I went on a vacation. And I took them with me. Never used them.
He's trying to explain like tonk and
Yeah.
quarters and all that to my daughter the other day.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's funny.
She was like, "Daddy, you sold bubblegum in school, right?" "Yes. Anything to make $1."
Yeah, you gonna drop
Yeah.
in? You gonna do a little droppy drop?
Yeah, we're gonna do the drop.
I like the droppy drop. You getting sponsored by like Coke and stuff? Oh, that's cool. What happens when you drink it?
You can blur the can out.
Oh, don't worry, you can't see the hidden. I won't drink it this whole time. I'll be a good boy. Is that weird?
Where did you say you'll be a good boy?
So it is. How many minutes does it say on the little green thing of the top? Cool. All right, we're chilling.
All right, what's up? What's up?
What's up?
Y'all already know what it is. My name is Brandon Rainwater, and welcome again back to my show / podcast / having you talk. And the name of it is, you know what the name of my show is?
Yeah, I think I know the name of it.
It's Let Me Tell It.
Let Me
And
Tell
this is
It.
what I do. I bring somebody on, they have a funny story, or at least what they think is a funny story. How many stories do you have?
I got one. I got
got
one.
one.
I don't need a backup.
You got one. Okay, cool. He doesn't have a backup story. Sometimes they have a backup
Yeah,
story.
sometimes they do.
So here's what's going to happen. He's going to tell his story, and at the end of the day, I'm going to tell him if it's a funny story that he can tell every time he goes out, or if it's a story that he just needs to tell to the people who were there and save that story. And if it's a really, really bad story, and I feel like I can change it, I'm going to tell him that is not my story, and I'm going to tell it.
So he's gonna rob him.
Yeah.
It's going to be my
Well,
story.
that's going to be
Yeah.
good advice to know, because then I won't look stupid.
Yeah.
Knowing that in the future, if I tell the story, that I won't look, thanks to you. Like,
Yeah,
I'll
you would know. You would know,
Yeah,
because a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of
'Cause I
people.
know you're honest.
Yeah, a lot of people go around and they tell stories, and they're not a good. Like, hey man, I got a funny story, and I get excited when someone says they have a funny story. One is I don't have to. That means cool. I don't have to use my funny story as quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And if they have a funny story, then I want to use my funny story to one up their funny story.
Makes sense.
I feel like if you started with that, that's already a lot of buildup.
Yeah.
A lot of build up
If
already.
you start with, "Hey, I got a funny story."
Yeah, but that's
it
the
better
thing.
be funny at that
well,
point.
well, that's what I'm saying. Because
You're
a
setting the bar
funny.
high.
Well, that's why you just a funny
You just
story
go, I
you
got a
just start,
story.
right?
That's something I can share with you guys.
Yeah, that's what
Wanna
it is.
hear.
Okay, so here's how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, I need to know about when the story took place.
Okay.
5 years ago, 10 years. How long ago it took
Yeah,
place?
so this is actually kind of recent. So my wife and I got married last year, and we moved into an apartment around like August.
Okay.
So it was like a month. So it was maybe September was probably the time, maybe August, when it was still hot outside.
Still hot outside.
Still hot outside. So it was last year.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna. That's not too far off. So that's easy.
Yeah, easy.
What was either a popular song, a movie, a phrase? Can you remember anything like that? Because I want to make sure we feel your story like it's ours.
Oh no, there's no popular song. It was just a situation that happened. That makes sense? Or you mean like what do you mean song?
See, you're already okay.
I'm
Let's
already
try that
like-
again.
I'm
You're
already-
looking-
There was a
No.
major election going on.
There was a major election going on. So what I'm
Yeah,
what-
oh yeah, that's right.
yeah.
That
I
makes
want you to
sense.
paint the picture.
Pandemic is
Yeah,
happening right
the
now.
pandemic was just starting to
It's
happen.
happening.
It's
Yeah.
happening. Okay, so that's what we want.
It's been happening, I guess.
It's been happening. So it was no popular song going on around this time, or no movie that you could think of. They say, "Hey,
You know, Billie
remember
Eilish
when-
really took off.
who?
Billie Eilish?
I don't know.
I mean, she was kind of popular, but she's really was
Really?
blowing up.
Billy. Do you know what that is?
Remember that song? I'm the bad guy. Duh. It was literally on TikTok.
Yeah,
I have no idea what you're talking about. So that's strike
See,
one.
that's already. I already
Yeah, that's
I knew
strike
you were gonna say that.
one. Yeah. We can go back and producer would definitely add that sound right
Yeah,
there.
he may have already done it. Honestly,
When you're
he's that
doing
good.
references, the thing about a reference is that know your audience. First
You know,
off,
a lot of people know Billie Eilish.
I know, but I'm your audience right now.
Oh,
I don't know
got
who
it.
Billie Eilish is, so it doesn't matter to me. So I'm gonna tell you right now.
Do you know Billie Eilish?
no.
Okay,
Shoot.
it's
I feel like a lot of people
All right, but
20
do you
years
guys- do you
younger
guys
than
know
us
Billie
know
Eilish?
Billie
I
Eilish.
know
Don't ask my
Justin knows
producer.
Billie
Don't
Eilish.
ask my producer.
Yeah, but he was here. He was sitting right here.
Don't ask my producer.
last week or
and
so?
refer to my producer as producer right now. Don't give him a
right.
name. Then he's gonna be wanna like get a raise and do more stuff. So just refer to him as producer. Okay.
Okay.
So
Got
a
it.
song that no one else knew about
Sure,
besides you
artist,
was out.
but yeah.
Artist was out. And you were with a woman who you married.
Not with woman. I was just saying this is a time period when I moved into a new place.
So your wife is not
She's
even in the story.
I just let you know.
You don't know how to tell a story.
No, listen, you gotta let me like.
I want you to tell it, and I want it to be a great story.
It's gonna be great. I'm gonna set it up for
I'm
you.
gonna
Trying to confuse you with like
Yeah, I want
Useless
you to be
facts.
like
useless
what?
facts
No,
and
no, no.
details.
Well, because the place that we're living at has the pool that I'm at with my brother.
Okay, all right.
It is important to know that I moved in maybe, to a new place
Okay.
in Greenville with my wife, but she wasn't there. You got a point. You got me there. Strike two.
Yeah, it's just useless facts. Like I'm okay with useless facts if it makes the story better. But
Yeah.
you don't be just like, oh, I
got
tied
you.
my shoes that morning. I was like, did you fall later
I did.
with that?
I didn't have
No.
tie my shoes. I wasn't wearing shoes that day. Pretty sure. I was just barefoot all day.
All right, go ahead with your story.
Yeah. So my brother came over for one of the first times
Okay.
at our new place. Super exciting. All the way in Greenville. So my brother lives in Easley. You know what? Another unimportant fact. I'm gonna.
Just okay. This is what how you need to tell that story. I'm gonna as you're
Look.
telling the story, I'm just gonna help you out. Okay.
Okay.
So pretend no one else knows what those two places
Yeah,
are.
let's just
So my
pretend
brother lives about 30 minutes away from me, guys,
Yeah,
and then he
that's even
comes
better.
over my house. You see what I just did
I like
there?
that. I'm gonna do that.
Oh,
from now
okay,
on.
go ahead.
Yeah. So he lives like 30 minutes away, whatever. And he showed up, and he was like, "Bro, I want to go swimming today in your pool." It
Okay.
was like cool for me. I just never had a pool.
Okay.
So it was sort of a flex, and it was great. So I was
Absolutely.
like, "Dude, let's go to the pool today."
Is it in-ground pool?
In ground, bro.
In-ground pool.
apartment had like fountains shooting out of it.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Pause.
It's bougie.
Pause. You said an apartment.
Apartment.
So it's not your pool. See, again,
See,
you were being
yeah,
very
but
misleading.
I wasn't gonna tell you that because it's not that important, right?
No. That is definitely a detail that is
All right.
important because you said he said he wanted to flex.
Flex with the
Definitely
with the,
flex.
We pay for the pool, but technically, like
No,
the
no, but it's
tenants
not
pay for the
yours.
pool.
It's not your
It's
pool.
I don't own the pool. I'm renting it. Okay, so it's a flex to rent it and have access to it. Is that better?
This is your story. Continue.
Perfect. So we get to the pool, right? Having a great time. Mood high. Like
Okay.
we're like having a great time. Not literally high, just like the mood is high.
Yep.
And we're like having like he's like underage, so we can't drink, but we had sodas. So we were just vibing out, jumping in the pool. He's showing me like backflips and stuff like that. I didn't even know he could do this stuff. He doesn't have a pool at home. So how does he know how to do backflips into a pool? Like he's just like a baller. I don't know. It's crazy, but
Continue.
yeah, I'm continuing.
This is a very great story.
It's
so
great.
far.
No, listen, we were hanging out, great time, and then we were like, wrapping it up, about to head back inside. It seems like it's about to rain, and so we're like, we got to head back up.
Okay.
And my brother has like long, curly like hair. It's really nice hair. It's like pretty cool. And everyone compliments him on it. Well, this lady on the second balcony, right? She was up there. We noticed her just like watching us. It was weird at first, but like then we realized she was just being friendly.
Did you have your shirt off?
Our shirts were off. Yes.
Is your brother buff?
My brother is not buff. He's just a 17-year-old. I mean, he's tall for his age. He's taller than me.
Okay.
That doesn't say much. I'm like 5. I'll make up a number. I'm 5'8".
No, you're
That
not.
sounds better.
You're not 5'8", but
Let's just say
for this story, you're
for the
5'8".
story, I'm 5'8".
Okay,
and I'm
continue.
like chilling.
That's his
I'm hanging
Tinder
out.
profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
See, that's why it was important to tell you that I'm married. So I don't have a Tinder profile.
yes.
Anymore.
And
your brother have a
anymore.
Tinder? Okay,
My
go
Tinder,
ahead.
right? My brother doesn't have one. But anyways, we were chilling, we're hanging out. His hair's like flowing. You know, it's like nice, wet. The curls are like going.
Okay.
Blonde, stand out. Right? This
Yeah.
lady, I'm sure she was drinking, bro. She looks down. She goes, "Hey," and we both looked. And I assumed that she was gonna say something about the mustache, just because literally people out of nowhere are like, "Oh, hey, like cool mustache." It's like, "Oh, great." No, straight to my little brother and was like, "Your hair is perfect." Okay, this lady's sure. I'm sure she's in her like 40s,
Okay.
50s. It was a little weird, but it's okay. You know,
Mhm.
she's just complimenting him. Then she looks at me. I mean, dude, bro, dead in my eyes. I feel like I just made eye contact with her, right? You know
Okay.
that feeling when you think someone's gonna say something good,
Yeah.
but then you're like, they're not gonna say anything good right here. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
And I like knew that it was gonna be about the mustache. I knew
Mhm.
it. And I at this point had my glasses on because I was drying off. She looked at me. She's like, "And you'll get the point. You look like a pedophile."
She said that to you?
Yeah, she said I look like a pedophile.
And did she know your brother was your brother?
She didn't know at the time.
So was she trying to
So,
rescue your brother?
She
you
probably
think
was in the realm of rescuing my brother. I was like, "Man, it's the glasses, right?" So I took the glasses off, and was like, "Is that better?" No, it's absolutely not. But it's the stash. You have to shave that now. Like you want me to do it right now? Like you want me to go
Ooh.
get a razor? You want me to shave it right now?
Ooh.
And I mean, just like hit right there.
So she was hitting on your brother.
Yeah, yeah.
And she apparently
17,
looked like she's
17.
40. So she's
Yeah, she's
17.
definitely drinking.
And so if anybody in this scenario was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pedophile, was her.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
you looked very. What were you doing to look so pedophilish?
Honestly, I have absolutely no idea. I think I was just standing there, a towel wrapped around me, so you couldn't really tell I was wearing shorts.
Ooh.
That may have
You had a
not
towel
helped.
wrapped around you with glasses.
Towel wrapped around, and my mustache was like down. It wasn't up like this.
Okay.
So it was all a mess. My hair was down. I looked kind of like a mess in a way. Pool days aren't good for me.
So it was like a
Yeah, it was all,
Like a-
over,
like a
all over
Hitler
my
look.
face. Yeah, almost. And just, again, pool days are just not me. It doesn't look good. I have to constantly fix the mustache for
Yeah.
it to not look crazy. And like I'm not a pedophile. You know,
That's good.
I'm
We're
not.
all glad to hear that. On the
So
story would take a totally
a
different.
different
turn.
turn. But
make
she
sure you
just-
put that
and
on your
then-
Tinder profile.
Bro, she just kept going though. She kept hitting me. She was like, "You look like you shouldn't. You look like you should just not be here." Out in this pool area with like kids. I was like, "Oh wow, so you're still digging the
Oh
hole."
wow.
She was vibing though. She was laughing. She's like, "Yeah, I'm just kidding. Not really."
So here,
Yeah.
so do you think she was maybe hitting on you a
You know
little
what?
bit?
Maybe she was trying to
Tease her way, yeah, like
tease
come
her,
up, I'll
like,
shave it
pick
for
on you a
you.
little
Yeah,
bit,
tease
and
you a
then like
little bit.
lift you up. She's like, "Oh, I'm just kidding. Like, oh, it's cool."
Yeah,
I
that's what it's.
I don't think she meant that. And then at this point, remember, I live here, so I'm definitely gonna see this lady again.
Yes.
Like a month ago, this lady just got a brand new dog.
hmm
Cute little. Also, isn't it weird that some people have dogs and their dogs kind of look like them? You know how people have cars and their cars look like
Does
them?
this have anything to do
It
with the
does.
story
It
that you're
does, 'cause I'm
telling?
about to tell you.
Okay.
So she comes in there. She's like, "Oh my god, my new pup." And she
Aggressive.
stopped.
Yes.
She stopped and looked at me and said, "Oh my god, it's still there."
So she really wants you to take
My wife
the
was standing
mustache.
beside me this time.
hmm
My wife was like, she asked my wife, you like that mustache? My wife, honestly, I feel like she was sweating at this point because
Yes,
she
she
wanted
didn't know
to
what
say,
the answer
she may
was.
wanted to say no,
Yes.
but not in front of me.
Yeah.
She was like, "You know what? I do. I'll do. It's growing on me. No pun intended.
Okay. Okay.
No pun intended." She said that too. So she's
She said it's growing on me, no pun intended.
no pun intended. Yeah. And the lady laughed, and then she was like, "Anyways, my dog." I feel like this lady's all about her. It's
How is this lady look? Is she hot?
I know.
She's not.
No.
So
I can't say
ooh.
that anyways. I can't even tell you. If
No,
she's-
you can tell. You just because
She's
you're
not.
married doesn't
She's
mean
not.
you can't say someone's not hot or
She's
not.
She's
Your wife
actually a
doesn't
nice
like-
lady though. She turned out to be
doesn't-
really nice.
Does-
And then saw her a couple weeks ago.
Okay,
right? So
the
that
not
even
hot
more
woman
recent.
who called you a
Even more recent.
pedophile.
She was like, "You
okay?
know what? It's growing on me too." I didn't know what that meant. I don't know if she meant that like, you know,
Like it's growing on her.
like going on her, or like she's like, oh, I kind of like it, you know. But every time she sees me, she waves. She's very nice. I still have this like, every time I see her, I'm like, I know she's gonna say something about it, and I
Yes.
can't just be me.
You can't be.
I don't even think she knows my name.
Well, you're a stash guy to her now.
I stashed
Weirdo or creepy.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's usually not the reaction.
You have this kind of judgment in these bougie apartments.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's your apartment complex. Where's the where you live in Greenwood?
So we live like downtown.
Downtown is area.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So
You
just
can
say
walk.
downtown. You're in
It's a little bit
downtown.
easier, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that definitely sounds like the story. The story is okay.
Yeah.
It can be funny.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
feel like I
I-
could have like made her sound like she said better things.
No, it's just okay. First of all, here's the thing about
Yeah.
telling a good story.
Okay,
You want
okay,
to tell a
okay.
good story? I'm gonna just tell a little bit of your story for you because it
Okay.
was a good story. I'm
Okay.
not completely knocking the story in the
Yeah.
trash and saying throw it away.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, when you're telling a story, it also helps if you can do just a little bit of. You don't have to necessarily change your voice, but be like, and the woman was like, "Hey,
Oh.
hey, you." I'm like, "Who?" And I'm like, "Hey, you talking about me?" And she was like, "Yeah, you. I love your hair. It's so good." And I'm like standing. I was like, "Yo, does she not know my brother's 17 years old?
Yeah,
and my brother, he's eating it up. I'm telling your story for you right now.
Okay, okay,
so
I'm
just
listening.
listen and see how good, much better I tell your story than
Okay,
you tell it. Let me tell it. Okay."
Got it.
And like, okay, so this woman, my first off, we're at the pool. My brother hasn't been at the pool. Soon as he gets there, boom, runs right out at the edge of the pool. Boom, cut a backflip. I'm like, yo, bro, do it again. I want to record it. Because I didn't know he could cut flips. We grew up in the same house, y'all, so I've never seen him cut flips the whole time. Boom, he cut a flip. Boom, come up like one of them Baywatch commercials. You know the ones I'm talking about, where the hair flowing all down your back. I'm like, yo, that's pretty cool. And, you know, I'm like, hey, this is my brother. I'm looking around. I'm looking down. I'm amazed at it. And I'm looking around to see what's amazed. I look up. It's this woman, right? She's kind of standing with her hands over the balcony looking at my brother. And I'm like, she probably don't know he's 17. So, like, I'm going to acknowledge her in a way to let her know, hey, that's my brother and he's 17. So my brother gets out the pool and she looks at my brother and I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, I kind of give her the head nod. I don't say, but I give her the head nod. That means what's up. She tells my brother, she's like, hey, I love your hair. It's perfect. My brother looks at me and laughs because, you know, with my mustache, I got this cool little mustache that flips up. They look at me and I usually I'm the one who gets the compliments. You see what I'm saying? But I'm happy because it's my brother. So she's like, hey, your hair is perfect. And again, my brother's 17. So I look up at her. I was like, this woman's at least 40 years old. I was like, all right, grandma, calm down. He's 17. I didn't say it out loud to her, but I said it in my head. Okay, so my brother's eating it up. He's laughing or whatever. He gets back on his phone. I'm thinking this is over. We're about ready to walk off. The woman yells down at me, says, hey, you. And I'm pointing, I tapped my brother. I was like, hey, the woman's calling you again, bro. She's like, no, you. I was like, me? And I look up and I'm fixing my mustache because when I get in the pool, man, it's not real good on me. It makes my mustache droop, does this weird thing, and I look weird. So I'm fixing my mustache, dude. I got my towel wrapped around. I'm like, we're done for the day. She was like, hey, you. I was like, yeah. She's like, you look real creepy right now with the pool, with that towel on you and the mustache. And as soon as she said it, you know how like on the TV where it seems like everybody gets quiet and they look at you? Everybody looked right at me. And I'm like, yo, I do look really creepy right now. I was like, and I'm trying to think like what I can do to like look less creepy. So I take the towel off and I put the towel like on my shoulder and my brother's standing there with me and he's like, bro, you do kind of look creepy. And the woman like walks down. She's on the third floor. She walks down and I was like, okay, let's leave. As I see her walking down, she walks down and comes up to us and she was like, yeah, I thought it would look different up closer, but yeah, you look like you're not supposed to be here. You look very, very creepy. And I'm waiting for my brother to be like, hey, this is my brother. It's cool. He walks off like I'm just a weirdo, waiting for him to get out of the pool who offered him a towel. So now I'm a weirdo. I live here, bruh. Like I live here. That's how you make your story.
That
You
was-
got no backup in that story. Like your brother just left you.
He just laughed.
Yes. That's
like
how you
that.
tell a story.
That's actually that's so much more
That's
dramatic.
how you
Voices
tell
were
a
added.
story, bruh.
You did it. I'm gonna tell it like that now.
You
Is that
tell
okay?
the
Do I have
story
permission
like
to do
that. You have. This is
Okay.
your story, man. This
Okay.
is what we're here to do.
Yes.
I say, let me tell it. I want you to bring me your story, but it has to be a decent story.
Yeah. So that
Your
was like
story-
decent.
Your story was a good story. You just went from being able to tell it around people who know your brother and like,
Mm.
oh yeah, this is cool. To now you can tell this story to anyone,
That makes
and
sense.
people will be saying, then they be saying, hey, didn't just say, hey man, tell me your story. That's what he'll be
Ah.
saying. Now he wants to hear the rest of the story.
Yeah.
He'll try to go tell your story, or he'll be calling you and he'll be like, oh, cool. You have to cook out. Hey, tell him about the time you was at the pool and the woman said you crazy and you had a towel on, you was all like, ah. And then you tell your story.
Dude, yeah, that leaves a perfect opening.
That's how you tell a
Can
story.
you please do that? What the thing?
That
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You just telling a story, man. And people, a lot of people have good, funny stories.
Mhm.
And they lose the people in the story because it's not painting too much of a picture. Like you gave a lot of good details, but you gave a lot of useless
A
details.
little too many.
Yeah.
Like you would, if you knew me, then
That'd be good.
okay
If I
details.
live here,
You
I'm
didn't
good.
know.
If you don't know, you don't
No,
care. So
butch 'em.
when you were telling about, hey, how your brother lives, blah blah blah, don't
Well,
care.
too specific, yeah.
But you say that my brother has never been over there. My brother stays like 45 minutes away from it. Like it was a big day. I went and got him,
Yeah.
brought him to the house the whole time. I'm like, bro, I got a pool. And he's like, yo, you got a pool? I was like, yeah, I got a pool. I mean, it ain't my pool. It's the apartment pool, but I pay rent there, so it's my pool.
So it's-
Plus you only get 2 pool passes. So if I bring,
How'd you
I
like
bring
know,
you there.
how'd you know that? That's actually true.
Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? That's
like
and
legit.
that makes the story funnier. So you
Yeah.
have to put it's putting in the right small details at the right time. And when you tell that story now, I'm like, cool, that's funny. He only got 2 pool passes. He done brought his brother there. I remember you
Good
had the
day.
towel. Boom.
Mood was high. It was a great day.
A great day.
And then just
Yeah,
shot
you
me down.
trashed the day
and now I
down
got to
or
see her
Then you got
because I live there.
because you live there.
And seeing her more often, it's getting better though.
Yeah.
It's literally, she actually enjoys the stash now. She's like, I guess it's appropriate for cold weather. So
That
that's
makes
like
sense.
a backhanded compliment.
That makes sense.
But it's all right. It's so cool. It's all good. I think our relationship's going to grow from here.
Okay.
I will learn her name. I will learn it just to be nice.
So
But
what now? Okay, so like I said, from now on you can tell the story. So I just need
Got
to
it.
know: are
Got
you
it.
going to tell the story from now on the way that I just rewrote your story and helped you tell your story? It's still your story.
still mine.
Please tell the story the way I just told it, because
Yeah.
this is Brandon Rainwater.
Exactly.
This is Let Me Tell It.
Like that. Dude, honestly, that way it does sound good.
But see, you see how much better it flows with 3? I think it flows better with that. Yeah, it just got to have somebody, because it's not, it's the back and forth.